Stephen Miller is the Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy and Homeland Security Advisor. All right, Mr. Miller, what's going on in Cuba?
Well, what's going on in Cuba today, Jesse, is that long-awaited justice is being set in motion for the Americans who were viciously and brutally murdered by the Castro regime, by this communist outpost 90 miles off the shores of the United States of America. Many Americans may not realize this history. You had American planes, civilian planes, unarmed, running humanitarian missions in international waters, and Raul Castro and the Cuban communist military ordered them shot from the sky, murdering our American brothers. And now today, finally, accountability is coming for Castro. And a very important point about Cuba, which many Americans also may not realize but need to know. Cuba, positioned just a 45-minute flight from American shores, has been a staging ground for America's adversaries for decades. It is the last outpost of communism. It is the last outpost of the Cold War. American presidents for generations have tried to deal with the problem, the threat of this communist foothold just miles away from America's shores. And President Trump, through his leadership and his vision, has brought us closer than ever to the day when Cuba will be free and when Cuba will no longer be a threat to America, but Cuba will be a friend and partner to America, which is essential for our national security.
Absolutely, and it'll be a historic achievement if that does happen. Let's turn over to Iran. You're hearing a lot of rumors about the next 24 hours, a new deal, what the terms of the deal are. Is this something that we've heard a lot of back and forth over the last 6 weeks during the ceasefire? Is this time different?
Well, we'll see, Jesse. And as the president would say, we will find out. He's made it very clear. It's what they call a binary choice to the remainders, those who are left, those who have taken the place of the regime that was decapitated and the regime that was replaced. This new team in Iran has a choice to make. They can either agree to a piece of paper that is satisfactory to the United States, or they can face a punishment from our military, the likes of which has not been seen in modern history. That's the choice that they face. And it's very important to remember, as we sit here tonight, that Iran has already paid, its regime has already paid the steepest of prices in the form of a crushing and complete military defeat for its pursuit of a nuclear weapon. In other words, President Trump has enforced the non-proliferation principle of the United States with raw American might, sending a message not only to the Iranian regime, sending a message not only to the IRGC, but to the whole world, anyone who would think of doing the same. We have killed and eliminated the evil, wicked, corrupt leadership of that country. The Air Force has been annihilated. The Navy has been annihilated. Its missile program has been annihilated. Its defense industrial base has been annihilated. So this is a country that has been weakened, emasculated, and has been completely deprived of its ability to wage global international war. It is the smallest power it has ever been. And now with this embargo, President Trump has demonstrated at any point in time, if Iran tries to interfere with global commerce, America can shut Iran down. So we have all the cards, we have all the power, we have all the decision-making space, so it's up to Iran. But at any point in time, at any point in the future, if Iran decides to do something foolish to threaten America or the world, our military is at the ready to deal with that, Jesse.
Okay. And before we let you go, Miller, your wife's a big star now. How's your ego?
Don't worry. I have a very, very secure, intact ego, owing to the fact, Jesse, that thanks to my appearances on your show, I've never had a larger fan following. So your show has been great for my ego and self-esteem. And most importantly of all, any man who works for President Trump is a man that is very, very strong and self-assured in this world.
That's right.
There's nothing better for your self-confidence than being able to work for President Trump. Right, that is a blessing I have every day.
If you don't have it, it'll turn you into a puddle of tears.
Yep.
Miller, good to see you. Thank you so much. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.